Colin Todd, welcome. After 5 games without losses, we lost home. Is it just the way football is? We played well, but if we don't close the games, you might get hurt.
Yeah, I think football is a cruel game. There's times throughout the season that you might play indifferently, might not play as well as we did against Northland, and you might win games. Looking back at the Northland game, we all believe that was a game that we should have won. Performance was good, work ethic was good, passing was good, created chances, but it just didn't happen, and I said to the boys at half-time, continue to probe, continue to play with that passion, but make sure we keep the back door closed. And we could have prevented the goal, but it wasn't to be. And I said to Thomas on the bench, one of them games where we're just not going to score, Thomas, But in general, we look at the performance, take a lot of credit from it. A game that we shouldn't have lost, but we did lose. Now we have to dust ourselves down, pick ourselves up, and be ready for the Odense game,
Yeah. And how do you see Odense?
I think obviously the victory last night will put them in a more relaxed frame of mind.
I mean, they're not so hungry now.
Well, they'll still be hungry, but I think knowing that they got the 3 points last night, if they hadn't have gotten the 3 points, then they probably would have been a little bit more tense. But now they'll be a little bit more relaxed and probably play with a bit more freedom. And I use the word freedom. I think they'll certainly come at us. They'll attack us. But our away form has been very good. And we have to continue to make sure that we're at it. We're moving the ball well. We have good discipline. And I mean, I keep talking, Bo, about the same things because we only have 3 games left. So we don't change any style of play. Personnel might change, but the people who come in know what they're doing. So we go there with a belief that we can win the game. It's never my philosophy to go away from home and say that we're going to go for a point. I never do that and will never do that. But in general, it's about how we take the game to the opposition. But our discipline will be important, that we keep a balance, a good shape, and when we're on the ball, try to hurt them.
You say we don't want to do anything different about our style of play right now. Could we do something in the future, and how do you want us to play?
I mean, I'm quite happy with the way we're playing. I mean, we can always improve. We can improve in terms of our decisions on the ball, making proper decisions. I would say sometimes we don't make the right selection, and I think the selection is important. But in terms of how we are passing the ball, moving the ball, that has to continue. I mean, I can look back at Esbjerg. The first 20 minutes, we were terrible. We were terrible in terms of we got caught out by the pace of the pitch, the lively ball, and I was pleased to get the boys in at half-time. But we adapted very well, and football pitches are the same. The ball's round, so we should be able to handle any surface, any ball. But in general, your second year. This is our second year in the Superliga. Your second year is always your most difficult one, and I think we've found that. But we know that we could have had a lot more points, but it hasn't been.
But it is also a funny team because on a good day we can beat anybody.
I think we're a professional side. We're still striving for consistency.
Yeah.
I think the consistency levels are the important thing. I think you've already said that on our day we are capable of giving any of the top teams a game. That has to continue, and I'm sure it will do. We've got two very difficult games coming up.
Yeah.
But we had that the last time against Esbjerg and Aalborg, and we came through with 4 points. I was disappointed that we lost to Nordsjælland because I wanted to keep the run going. And, you know, even if we hadn't have won the game, which we deserved to, a draw would have been something to show for a good performance. But we start again on Thursday. And as I've already said, the consistency levels from A, individuals, and B, as a team, are important.